up, though? I am Rama, Holly, Cautious, Kali. Welcome back to another edition of Say That. This is the spot to keep it real. This is the spot to speak on how you truly feel. Do you root for the underdog? Are you the underdog? Well, say that. You don't have to be a superstar nor celebrity. We can talk past or longevity. If you got something to say, you can say it here. All we ask is keep it true and make sure your words come from you. Basically, in other words, you ready to back your shit. Now let's take a trip and remember, it's only one thing better than watching the rise, and that's being a part of the rise. So join us, speak your mind, stop any and all contributions to the problem, and be the solution. Hey, say that. Stay fresh, stay blessed, and watch the rise, family.
It's called Atlantis Space Station, and I seen the launch, nigga. When they went up in space, that shit looked round to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can reenact that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is still it's not realistic. You feel me?
I'm saying though, like anything that they do on TV can be reenacted. Like it can be created. Anything you see on video, it can be created. You know what I mean?
So the bitch that was the astronaut and it was in fucking space and she was floating and shit. All that shit was reenacted too. That can be reenacted.
Like, man, have you seen
she was showing you how they live in space. They don't got a space station in space.
Have you seen movies nowadays? Like,
I know I seen movies. Yeah, I seen this shit.
They can make anything look real. Like,
yeah, but that's the actual job. Niggas in the Air Force got jobs in the fucking space. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not understanding where he coming from, man. If you ain't physically been on the space station, you shouldn't take anybody's word for it. That's what he's saying.
I know we haven't physically, but if it's an actual job, my dude, that niggas get paid for to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's not fake.
What he's saying is that you're going off of somebody's own job, bro. You never seen the space station yourself. Like, I could say my job is to clean the sun, nigga, and be on CGI claiming I see the sun and the government can vouch for it. Are you gonna believe that shit?
My niggas in the Air Force work with aerospace and all kinds of shit, dealing with that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
aerospace is just for flights, man. That shit is like, a lot of that stuff they be saying, bro.
So NASA ain't real. So NASA is just like, you know what I'm saying? That shit that go on YouTube and watch the space station. You know,
you just said go on YouTube. That's like say go to Hollywood and watch that shit on Hollywood. You said go on YouTube and watch the space station.
Yeah, watch it lift off, nigga. It's not fake.
I'ma just watch Independence Day and Aliens is real too.
All right, before we go too deep,
that's a movie, bro.
What up, boy?
So is YouTube.
Hold up. Before we get too deep, what up? Welcome to Say That. It's the boy Holly Kali back for another edition. Today we talking about flat Earth. We're gonna go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves and what they believe. So we'll start off with Alexis, ladies first. Where you at, and do you believe in flat Earth or round Earth?
It's Alexis. I'm calling from Renton, and I don't know what to believe. I'm about to sit back and listen to y'all. Got it. I like to believe it's round, flat, and I've been in the wrong place.
Okay. Galaxy S8 graphic. You want to just introduce yourself and
Hey, what up, man? Only reason why I got in the room because I didn't hear the whole flat earths. I thought you said flat asses, so I had all it. Here's these niggas I was ready.
This nigga got. Hey, that was the best one right there.
Preach.
We can talk about that too.
Do you believe in flat asses?
All
I
right.
reject flat asses.
We can make that work.
All right, DeJounte, want to state your name, where you're calling from?
Yeah, DeJounte coming from Renton. Yeah,
All
feel
right.
me?
Fazoli, bless you. Fazoli?
Thank you.
It's your boy Fit coming from California. What up? What up?
Right. And as you know, it's the boy Holly Kali out here in Renton, Washington as well right now. But yeah, so does anybody here, just for the record, so I can know, I want to start with that. Does anybody on here believe in flat earth?
I do somewhat. Somewhat.
It's not no somewhere. It's either you in or you out, nigga.
I agree with that.
You can do it. You can believe in something somewhat.
No, that's not real.
That sounds like religion. But so nobody, well, he said somewhere. Anybody else believe in flat earth? No? Well, I guess it's just all right. Let's go to you then. Let's start with you. Why do you why do you somewhat believe in flat earth?
Well, pretty much, when you go to the beach, right? Or say you go to Santa Monica Pier, right? They say the earth changes its angle every 6 miles. It goes like this. But when you look at the ocean, it just goes straight. And there's been proven facts that if you look at certain distances from certain planes, every level is the same. It's no angle going like this every 6 miles. It just don't do it. So, and also in theory, if the earth was at an angle like this, right? Say it was at an angle on certain parts, that means certain places you can stand like this and your gravity will keep you like this.
What?
You don't get it. You think about a ball, right? A basketball.
Uh-huh.
And think how an ant can walk around a basketball, right?
Yeah, it's always at
think when the ant is on the exactly. So at those certain angles, you will be able to see. It's like when Michael Jackson does the little thing like that, right? When Michael Jackson does that thing, you will be seeing at an angle at certain points on Earth. You will see it will look at a different distance. You will see it'll be a drop at a certain point. You will see a drop. You don't see that. It's impossible to see that.
Hey, bro, when Michael Jordan grabbed the ball with his full palm, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He don't grab just one part of the angle, you know what I'm saying? He grabs the fucking full thing with his palm. So when you have that, there's no fucking angles. You grab the fucking whole ball, right?
Okay.
There's no fucking angles.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Damn, you got a point.
But look, I mean, I don't know. I thought you was gonna keep going, but if you grab the ball,
I don't get where he's going with that.
It's actually all at an angle because, like, let's say a building, you build it flat. You know what I mean? You make sure it's level. You know what I mean? But grabbing the ball, it's a sphere. You know what I mean? So, what does it?
Exactly.
How can a sphere relate to grabbing the ball?
I'm saying they're all at the same fucking angles. You know what I'm saying? When you grab the ball, your whole fingers touch it, so it's all at different. You know what I'm saying? It's not fucking flat. You just like when you're grabbing it. You know what I'm saying?
But how does that relate to the Earth, though?
Right.
I'm saying it's not.
Give an example.
I know, but where's it going with it?
Example.
I know you got to finish it.
All right.
I mean, it was going there. I was feeling you, but it was just unfinished, though. I was feeling you, but
hey, for a second though, that nigga sound like Boot Gang.
Boot Gang, a lot of gay shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold up. We got a new guest in here, Unfuckwittable. Oh, look like he disappeared. Never mind. Maybe he'll come back. But yeah, who's Boot Gang? Who's that?
He's a dumbass nigga. He's smart though.
All right. So what about you, DeJounte? How do you feel about flat Earth or round Earth? You feel like it's round, and why do you believe that?
Oh, it's definitely round. I'm saying, so it's like you guys niggas think that being an astronaut is not a fucking real job. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't go up there. We don't have fucking satellites. We don't have visual. You know what I'm saying? And every visual that you see, my nigga, what do you see, nigga? The fucking Earth is fucking round. The moon, the stars, the sun, nigga, is a sphere, nigga. We ain't different, bro.
I mean, like a point that somebody made on the comments earlier is that from what we see, it's just a circle. It's not exactly like sphere. It's round as in a circle, but just because it's round doesn't mean it's flat.
Yeah, I understand that, but nigga, all the fucking you got to go around that bitch to go see them bitches, right? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hold up, real quick. Are you with us now?
Nigga, the sun doesn't just be on every part of everybody, nigga. You gotta the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's cold in one places and it's hot in one places. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why is that? If there was one place, nigga, it would be the sun everywhere, nigga.
That's true. When the sun is over here, then it's dark on the other side of the earth. That's true.
Come on.
Unfuckwittable, are you with us? Can you hear us now?
Yeah. I'm here, man. Whatever, y'all. I had to go throw my on real quick. You feel me? I wasn't ready for I pressed the little link button and I was down there in my drawers and shit like, oh shit, hold up, nigga. Like, shit. So yeah, I had to
you want to introduce yourself
real quick.
You want to introduce yourself and where you're calling from? Also, I want to know.
Yeah. This is boy Unfuckwittable, aka Victor Mon, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here in Washington, but you know what I'm saying? Still repping that Cali. Yada.
And do you believe in flat Earth or round Earth?
Well, it's funny you say that, my brother Kali. Hey, round, that it can still be flat and round at the same time. If you're looking at it from a top point of view, it could still look round, but that don't mean it ain't flat. Like a piece of paper cut in a circle or something. You feel me? But a spherical shape Earth, I don't know. I don't know really what it is, to be honest with you, because I mean, I haven't personally been out of space. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been outside the atmosphere, so I don't know whether or not the motherfucker flat or if it's a circle. But from this perspective, though, standing on the ground is flat. You feel me? When you fly up in an airplane, I don't give a fuck what direction you look, the motherfucker is flat. Now, when you see that the shit curved, you can holler at me and let me know. So that's all I'm saying. It's a whole bunch of questions I have to ask though to really realize if the motherfucker is flat or spherical shaped or whatever. Because when I look at the sun and the moon, they round, they circles, but they also look flat too. So I don't know if the motherfucker is a sphere or if it's a flat circle. I don't know. You ever seen a Truman Show? On the Truman Show, motherfuckers was living up in the moon like it was a big ass fucking satellite. You feel me? So I'm not saying it's real, but I'm saying anything is a possibility. So you can actually go out of space and see for yourself if it's a sphere or it's flat. You don't. How can you say?
Let me ask y'all this.
Don't know.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. So does anyone on here have any facts for either or that you believe? Any facts to prove? Like, are you using scientist information or do you have your own information?
I can prove that it's flat. I can prove that it's flat. If you go stand on the side of a mountain and you don't fall your ass down, that means it's flat.
You can stand on the side of a mountain and fall.
I mean, if it was curved like that means you leveled at any angle. Because how would it? That means gravity would keep you planted to the earth or whatever the earth is. Go stand on the side of a mountain. If you don't fall flat down, don't fall flat down, it's flat.
Hey, so the moon don't rotate over the earth?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I'm done.
Just like the sun rotates around the earth.
I'm gonna tell you. Look at a watch right now. This is how the moon rotates around the earth. Just like the hands on his watch. That's why they make watches like that. That's the moon and the sun rotation right there for you.
So what's in the back of the earth, bro? What's in the back of the earth? Just blank shit?
Just find out.
What's on the back of the earth? So it is black. It is black. You tell me that. If the earth is flat, nigga, so it's just like, what the fuck is it then?
Wait, bro.
It's like this. There's no other side.
We're not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that personally. I don't know what's on the other side, bro.
My boy.
That shit.
Every pilot that I asked said the earth was flat. Every pilot, when I got on planes, I asked them, was the earth round? And they said it looks flat to me.
Like we said, bro, it's our perspective, bro. It's like our perspective. Niggas, we haven't been to space yet. But the bitches that's in space, that shit look like round, nigga. That's what it look like.
Yeah. When you go out there, though, you'll be able to see, you know what I'm saying, whether it's round or it's flat. Here's my thing. Nigga, if we can't even get to the deepest depths of the ocean, how the fuck is we traveling light years out of space, nigga?
How you know it's that simple, though? How you know it's that simple?
Hey, bro, this is the picture of the earth they sent you right here. You see that? Now watch when I move the camera. There you go.
I'm dead.
There you go.
Hey, is this blunt round or flat?
Nigga,
but my nigga, unfuckwittable had a good point. If you can't go to the deepest point of the ocean, how the fuck you gonna get out of the Earth's atmosphere? Think about that.
It's totally different, my nigga. It's totally different. You can't compare that shit.
It's totally different.
Yeah,
it is totally different, nigga. Space is a whole different environment.
Totally different.
Way more dangerous.
It might be a whole different.
Nigga, we can go in the ocean without. We can regularly go into the ocean.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that is it easier to jump out of space or to dive deeper in the ocean?
Who knows, nigga? Who knows, nigga? We never know.
I know because I can go get in the ocean right now. It's easier to go in the ocean.
Nobody on here ain't never did.
Yeah, nigga, you can dive 8
Nigga,
feet
who knows the fucking pressures point? The pressures, nigga, go in the fucking ocean, nigga. It's easier to go in fucking space and light years to have something go, nigga. We don't know that shit.
Ain't neither one of us.
I do know I can jump in the ocean right now. I know.
You know you actually can jump in the ocean, nigga. You all know that shit.
I could swim about 12 feet down and pop my ass right back up. I can't jump 12 feet in motherfucking air, nigga. I can't jump 12 feet in the air. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry.
Okay.
How you know they haven't done it yet?
That's actuality because I can prove it. Factuality is something else that somebody else is proving.
Yeah. And these motherfuckers got space stations out in the fucking space, right?
Hold on.
Niggas got space stations out in the space, and they show niggas what the space look like and what the earth look like, what the planets look like, nigga. That's what we know. That's what we know.
Man, the only thing they got stations, but they don't have space. They got PlayStations.
Hold up.
Nigga, it's the actual drive, nigga. What the fuck?
Alexis, do you believe the earth is flat or round?
You know, I think it's round. You know why? Because if you dive in the ocean, which you swimming, in circles, right? That means you swimming around the damn earth. If you jump out of a plane, you're going straight down, right? So what's the difference? If you're jumping out of a plane, you're going one way. If you're diving in the ocean, you're fucking swimming in circles. Like he said, if you stand on the side of the mountain, the gravity is what's going to pull you down. Gravity is what the whole perimeter is. So if you just said it out of his mouth, it's a circle.
That shit's not flat, bro.
It's not flat.
You're off the lean. You're off the lean in the smoke.
No, actually, what she
so when a plane flies, flies,
in circles.
Hold on. Look, really, actually, what you just described does kind of describe it more for being flat. Because if it was rotating around when you jump out, then why you don't go shooting to a whole nother country or something? You know what I mean? You should land in like.
Well, how you know that if you ain't never jumped out of a plane?
You drop down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how they proved it was flat too. Say when you look at a blimp in the sky, right? That's hovering aboard, like those blimps with the signs on them. If the Earth was spinning and moving around, and if it was a ball, that blimp will be in another fucking state somewhere in an hour or two. It's flat. Don't believe the hype. You've been lied to. And they told you back in the day, everybody knew it was flat. The globe just came into the concept. And people want to think, now they're going to think hey, we came from monkeys. The Darwin theory is true too. We came from monkeys. Then why is there still monkeys?
So how do you determine why the sun gravitates around the earth? How do you explain that?
Does it not rotate, bro? Does the sun not rotate? Does the moon not rotate? After that question, does it rotate or not? Does it know?
What do you mean rotate?
Rotate, nigga. It goes around, nigga. Does it go around?
Hours of light on one side of the earth. So if the sun is rotating around.
Did you hear about? Do you guys?
Like he said earlier.
He didn't answer the question. He didn't answer the question. Does it rotate or does it not?
I'm about to answer the question right now. I'm about to answer it. Do you know what the firmament is? The firmament in the Bible. The firmament is the dome around the earth. And the firmament.
Firmament.
Kind of like the equator.
Firmament. Now, the sun and the moon is inside the firmament. If you look at if you look at the maps and how they put the maps, the real maps.
I'm lost, bro. If the earth is flat, then what shape is it? Square, nigga? The earth is a square, nigga? Is that what it is?
You just answered it.
Hold on. Big Damon, what you got to say about it?
Let's ask some basic questions here, though, right? The question would be, why would they try to fool people into thinking that the Earth was flat or a sphere? What would be the point of that, right? So if they made everybody,
it's perspective in the mirror, nigga. That's what a perspective is.
Hold up, though. Let me finish, man. Let me finish. If they wanted everybody to think it was a sphere, they say, hey, okay, you advertise outer space like, hey, guess what, guys? There's no limit out of space. So keep looking, try to look past that, think about the stuff past that, not what's really past, let's say, Antarctica or something like that, because that nobody has really gone too deep into Antarctica without being able to come back because, all the governments and shit hold that shit down. Like, It's something else out there they don't want you to see, you feel me? That they don't want you to see in order to, and it could be something as simple as maybe it's more resources. Like, hey, we could charge them resources thinking that it's scarce, like, like it's about to be famine or people about to starve of resources and shit, when really they got all that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And
it's breaking up. Breaking up.
Hey, bro, it can have all that shit. It can have all that shit and still be round, nigga. I'm dead.
All right,
it can have all that shit and still be round. I'm trying to see why niggas just trying to say it's flat. because it's our perspective. It's our perspective when we live here, nigga. No one has been to fucking space, nigga. But when they see it's up and down, oh, that shit's flat. No, nigga.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Come on. Let me ask y'all a question. So, why does it matter if it's round or flat to you?
Well, to me, I'm gonna just keep it real. Between me and you and everybody else in the world, I'm gonna go with it's round. But for people that know and that mind is in the right direction and know what's going on, it's flat. For real people that is enlightened. For the rest of the people that want to be, just sheep, it's round. Everybody can't be in the loop.
Whoa.
All right, what was the question again? Oh, why
does it matter if it's flat or round?
Right? Well, to me, because no matter what you believe in, more than likely you probably believe that we are part of the earth, connected to the earth in some type of way, shape, or form. And nigga, if you don't know where the fuck you living at, how you gonna really get to know yourself? You know what I'm saying? You sitting there thinking that you on living on a spherical plane and the motherfucker is really flat, or vice versa, no matter what you think. So the main thing about it is to figure it out and so you can get more in tune with yourself. That's the only reason I care about it. And researching it has, put my spiritual awareness even higher. You feel me? I ain't trying to convince nobody that the motherfucker is flat or is round. That's up for you to find out. But what I do know is what I can prove with my own two eyes of my own body. I can see flatness. When I go on the plane, the motherfucker flat. And that's all I know. The shit look flat. I ain't never been to outer space, so I don't know if the motherfucker is round or not. You can't even see the other side of the moon, nigga. So how is this shit rotating? Like, that shit don't make sense to me.
Hey, that was a great point, G.I. Great point.
Hold on.
And we're
gonna come back to you, Fit. We're gonna come back to you, Fit. Keep that thought. Tay, why does it matter to you?
Well, honestly, like, if you look at astronauts and you look at what their job is, why would they fucking lie about this shit? Why would they lie to it? You give me a fucking real enough answer. Why would they lie about that shit? You know what I'm saying? Niggas is smart. Niggas is educated. Niggas, why would they lie about the fucking Earth being fucking round, nigga? If you look at other planets that they show you, nigga, that shit's not round, bro. You see what's it, Saturn? You see that shit around it? You think that's fake, my nigga? It's a fucking ring around the
stuff is CGI. You never seen a real picture of Saturn.
Hey, bro, let me talk. All that shit CGI. That's it. All that shit CGI. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Niggas get paid for that shit. Niggas is not lying about this shit. Niggas got it's some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Alexa.
Rappers get paid to lie. You believe everything rappers are saying?
Fuck out of here.
Let us finish the question, Alexis.
The president lies, nigga. Everybody lies. Are you serious?
It's true.
You believe everything?
This nigga, this nigga
is crazy.
Since being alive, nigga. What?
Why would they lie, nigga? Why would they lie?
You give me a reason.
What kind of question is that?
You give me a reason. You give me a good
Why would they lie, nigga? Are you not watching TV? What planet are you on?
About the flatness about the Earth, nigga.
All right. Back to the question, Alexis. Does it matter to you? Or why does it matter to you if it's flat or round?
This shit is funny as hell. It don't really matter to me if it's flat or round unless somebody come down from the gods and tell me if you ain't on a flat earth, then you dying next. So unless somebody tell me I gotta be on something round, then it don't fucking matter to me. I'm gonna live regardless if it's round or if it's flat. Shit, I'm gonna fall off my ass regardless if it's round or it's flat. So it really don't matter to me.
It doesn't matter. So why would they lie about that shit? It doesn't matter, right? Okay. Wait, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Let's get one more. Graphic, does it matter to you whether it's flat or round?
Shit.
Wait, that's that nigga graphic?
Shit.
I've been looking at this nigga the whole time. Oh, hell no. This nigga, this. All right, go ahead. My
Off
bad.
that.
You know
You're
what?
off that. You're smoking dope.
For real, let me answer the question. It really don't matter to me
It
because
don't matter. It really don't, because it's.
I mean, come on, I'm still paying taxes. So shit. If it was round, I'm probably still gonna have to pay taxes, and then if it was flat, paying taxes too.
Okay.
Why would they
All right, Fit. You had a lot to say, man. Go ahead, man.
Well, let me answer my man's question that say, why would they lie? Why would they lie? Because that's what they do.
No, it's not what they do, bro.
Bruh.
About that Pacific,
You need to be elected official,
bro. About the Pacific.
I'm sorry to tell you this, bro. I'm sorry to tell you this, bro. You need to get out the country to see what the world is like.
You need to get in space.
Because you living in a propaganda world, bro.
You need to look what space look like, nigga.
You said look what space look like, bro.
You need to get in
They
space,
can't even go to the deep, bro. They can't even get to the deepest depths of the ocean.
So being an astronaut's fake, nigga. So being an astronaut's fake, nigga. You tell me that,
bro. It's WWF, bro.
I'm done with you, nigga.
It's WWF, bro.
It's WWF.
Yes.
I know why they lie about. I will lie about some fucking aliens and type of shit and try to keep it away with us. You know what I'm saying? Some type of shit like that. But the Earth being flat, nigga, come on. There's no fucking reason. I'm gonna break it down to you. There's no fucking reasons. There's no fucking.
I'm gonna break it down to you.
You give me a reason.
Let me ask Tay a question real quick. Tay, who are you talking to? Who are you talking about? Who are you referring to when you say why would they lie to us? Are you mean like the whole astronauts, or are you talking about like the government, or like TV?
You talking about the government?
Like, what do you mean by why would they lie to us?
We're talking about being an astronaut, being that in that Pacific field. You know what I'm saying? Going to the fucking moon, fucking aerospace, fucking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Having fucking satellites, so they don't have satellites in space. So they don't have
hell nah, nigga.
They don't.
No,
they don't.
They don't even have phone towers. Phone towers are on the ground. You think stuff is bouncing off satellites like that?
All that shit CGI. That's it. All that shit CGI. Back in the day, they had CGI like that, nigga. No.
Yes.
Stop it.
Okay. How did they take?
Stop it.
How did they film them?
They don't got rockets. They don't build rockets.
How did they film them?
They don't build rockets, nigga. They don't build rockets. They don't build rockets, nigga. They don't build rockets.
Who was the person? Who was the person filming?
They don't build rockets.
Who was filming that?
I don't get.
Who was filming that?
Peep game. Look, we got 4 minutes left. I'm gonna let everybody get their final words in, so everybody can go on ahead and get their final parts. We'll start with y'all two, since y'all got the most to say. Either Fit or DeZante go first.
Well,
got about 30 seconds to wrap it up.
They lied to you, Devontae, because the Illuminati. That's the whole secret of the Illuminati, is that you're being lied to and you believe it. And they want you to keep believing that you live in a world that you don't really live in. That's why they give you these movies like The Matrix to give you clues to let you know we lying to you, nigga. You don't really live in the world you think you live in. They let you know on film that we're lying to you. So wake up, bro. Do some research.
Hey,
okay, you got 30 seconds.
So they say they're lying to us? They're lying to us?
No, they're lying to you. I know the truth.
They're lying to me. So niggas, when they tell niggas you can gain the whole world, and like Lil Wayne and all the niggas, they're lying to them that shit's fake. Them niggas is real. Them niggas is really doing that shit. You feel me? Them niggas is really in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce, you think they're lying to them? They know what the fuck they're doing. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You said Beyonce and Lil Wayne. You're talking about niggas that's entertaining you to keep you.
You said the Illuminati, right? That's they part.
All right, Alexis, 30 seconds.
Hey yo, on paper it's flat. On the side of the mountain it's round. That's my theory. That's it. That's all.
Vic Damone?
Yeah, man. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? As much information as everybody got, you know what I'm saying, it's always room for jello. You feel me? It's always room for improvement. So, you know, if you
You
really
say
want
there's
to get
always
to
room
the
for
bottom of
Jello?
things.
Wait, what'd you say? It was breaking up.
Yeah, that was an analogy. That was an analogy. You know what I'm saying? Always room for jello. My bad.
He didn't say Rockefeller
Just do your own research. Do
or
your
the
own
Rothschild
research. That's all I'm
family.
saying.
All right,
That
graphic.
nigga didn't say Bill Gates.
Way out.
This nigga said Beyonce and Lil Wayne.
Nigga, it's a part of the Illuminati. It's not.
Hold up. We're gonna get there. Graphic, anything you want to say on the way out?
Oh yeah, what up, peace, man? Peace to the show, man. Whether the earth is round or flat, we still here, man. Floating, standing straight on the surface. So
Most deaf. All right, well, that's it. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate the thoughts. You know what I mean? Everybody getting their piece in. Much love to everybody. I'll holla at y'all, man. Much love. Stay blessed.
Yeah,
As I see unfuckwittable Vic Damone moving around. Okay, there go Alexis. She back in here. Tay, I'll let you go ahead and start it off. Fit is here. He listening. We get back to where we was at.
Yeah. So I got a perfect example, right? So I want you to tell me how a fucking solar eclipse work. Have you seen a solar eclipse? How does that shit work?
that's a good question.
Alexis, how does a solar eclipse work?
I thought of solar eclipse that we just had with my solar glasses. But I don't know how that shit work. I don't got a white person next to me. I get you a white friend to know that.
Vic Damone, how does a solar eclipse work?
Well, basically, from what I learned, a solar eclipse works like when now there's two different types of eclipse, right? You got a solar eclipse and you got a lunar eclipse, right? So on the solar eclipse, and I might be saying this one backwards, but I believe the solar eclipse is where the moon goes, or basically the shadow of the earth. So I'm trying to visualize it. So the sun shines on the earth and the shadow of the earth reflects on the moon. Right? Now that's either a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse.
That's
And
a lunar.
then the other one is okay.
The
And
solar
then the other one, yeah, exactly, vice versa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nigga, when you seen
Now
that shit,
that's
when the countdown starts, what happens? Does the moon rotate over to block the sun where it blocks it, where it's going, where it rotates? When the earth is fucking spinning, you know what I'm saying? The shit spin because it's fucking round, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on.
what is it? Well, what is it? What is it spinning on?
It's axis.
Is the question, and I think we got to be careful when we use the words rotate, because obviously from the way most of what we were taught in school, scientists say, okay, you have a orbital rotation, how all the planets rotate around the sun, and then each planet rotates itself on its own axis. You feel me? So what type of rotation are you talking about? Are you talking about an orbital rotation, or are you talking about just the rotation of a planet?
Talking about orbital rotation, right? The shit goes around. You know what I'm saying? They go
Right.
around.
Well, I mean,
Rotation means to spin.
Does it work like that, or does it not work like that?
Young
I
Fit,
mean,
how would you describe a solar eclipse?
Describe it as the sun and the moon crossing paths. What is there else to describe about it?
And how does that relate to flat or round to you?
It doesn't. It just lets you know that the earth is at a standstill and those two things are moving.
Whoa.
yeah.
I can't.
Actually, the Earth is actually not at a standstill.
It's not?
No, not when they're passing through each other. We're actually moving as a whole. That's what makes them pass each other.
You got to understand, something has to be standing still to witness two things passing.
Nigga, the earth is moving at all times. What are you talking about?
The earth is not really moving. That's what I'm saying. They got you believing that the earth is not the center of the universe or the center of your world. You thinking
Who is they?
you're a little...
Who is they? Scientists?
Hold on.
What I'm saying, let me answer the question. I'm saying that you think that we're a little speck and we're like a third rock, big ass universe. You don't even know how powerful your mind is. You don't even know you're on a planet and that the whole world revolves around this planet. That's how confused you are.
This nigga is super high. That's what. I
don't know. Tay, let me ask you something, Tay. So, if the Earth is round and it's spinning, what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning?
It wouldn't stop spinning. That means time would stop.
Okay.
What the hell?
What would happen if the Earth stopped spinning? If the gravitation,
it wouldn't. It's how shit goes. You know what I'm saying?
It's like okay, you spinning a ball in your hand, right? Like a basketball, you spin a ball in your finger. What happens when it stops spinning?
That's like trying to stop time. That's just like saying you're trying to stop time. The shit keeps going and keep going like everything else. Just because we don't feel like it's stopping doesn't mean the earth is not stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you don't even know the concept of time. Time is just a theory. Time is not even real.
Oh, time is not real.
Time only exists.
So you don't get old, nigga. So time. So we just. So we don't get old, nigga. Time just stops, nigga.
The time is always now. Every time you look at the time.
He has to understand. He's saying we don't get old. Getting old and time are two different things.
It takes time to get old, right? It takes time to get old, right? It doesn't.
You're saying time.
It's not. It doesn't.
That's why they go by your birthday,
nigga. That's why we have different birthdays, niggas. We're born at different time, nigga.
Do you know? Do you know how to measure time?
I hear somebody in the back. I can't hear it though. Do they want to join in? She can join in if she wants to join in. You know what I mean? It's open floor.
I have way too much wisdom. I will shut everybody down.
All right.
Okay.
I think your shit on mute. I can't hear you, Victor Law. Are you on mute?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I want this nigga to go on the fucking internet and tell me how fucking
all right, hold on. Go ahead, man.
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, people could sit up here and say it is or it ain't or whatever, but what can you prove? Like, I hear niggas talk actual facts like it's there, like they proving it themselves that this is or this ain't. Tell me, what can you prove? And if you can prove more of something else, then I'll say, hey, I'll take a look at the information and analyze it for myself. But
there's solar eclipses. That's all we know. That's what we can prove.
Wait, let me finish, bro. Let me finish. All I'm saying is, basically, just go off the information that you can prove, because you can't really trust everybody's information. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you wrong. I'm not saying that you right. I have my own beliefs. You feel me? But I've also put a lot of research into the stuff that I believe. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't be open and minded enough to understand there are limitless possibilities of what can or cannot be, then you in the wrong conversation.
Hey, that's a good point, G.I.
All right, you tell me how a solar eclipse works.
You tell me.
Yeah, you tell me since you do the research. I'm telling you. You say you know.
I already gave you my explanation. No, I was the first one to give an explanation of it. I said based off of what they say, based off of what scientists or what we learn in school say, that's how a solar or a lunar eclipse work. That's what I said. Did I say
the Earth rotates, right?
What?
I said the Earth rotates, right? That's what happens. That's what
I used to think that. I used to believe that the Earth rotated.
But that's how a solar eclipse works. So you can't. That's
I was about to ask you, Tay. How do you believe a solar eclipse works?
I just told you.
You think it's just because the Earth rotates? I mean, can you describe it like more of what you're talking about of how you believe that to be a fact?
When you see the fucking the moon and the sun, it's time. It's rotating until where it blocks the sun. That's how you know it rotates.
But Ted, not to jump off subject, that's a dope Metallica shirt, bro.
If the fucking sun was flat, if everything was flat, this shit would come from up, from down, and you know what I'm saying, go that way, nigga. But it's going this way. It's rotating. Come on now, and then it goes back to where the fuck it was.
Say, how do you know? How do you know that that is not just the sun and the moon rotating? No,
right?
Because we have to be moving. We're moving. If we're not moving, time is stopping.
How do you know? But the clock. Think about what Sis said earlier about the face on the watch. The watch ain't really moving, but the hands on the watch are. But the face of the watch is staying still. But that doesn't mean that time is not moving because the face of the watch is staying still. Time is still moving because
fucking Earth, though.
We're going around the face of the watch.
You can compare the fucking watch to the Earth if that was comparable, but that's not comparable. You can't do that.
You know, it's crazy. Even if the watch was broke, it stopped. It's twice out of the day. It's gonna be right the time, because you know why? Because it's moving. Even if it ain't moving. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
It does make sense. It does.
That's why that shit's round.
I
I'm done with you guys.
I got you.
Come on.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The open-mindedness person is going to say, I don't know what it is because I haven't been there to prove it. So you can say this is how it is because this is this, but until you've been there to be actually able to prove it, I mean, you ain't no better than a fucking actor or actress or like
or
that.
The astronauts that actually do it, right?
You know, but you don't know.
Let me go be an astronaut and come back, and I'll let y'all know.
Yo, that shit dancing.
You guys tell me if an astronaut's real or not. So you guys tell me if an astronaut's real or not. Because if it's not real,
I mean, the thing is though,
if it's not real, then that's who been to the fucking space, right? The astronauts, right? And that's what they tell us, right?
Tay, peep me out. I'm not saying it's real or not. You know what I mean? The thing is that if I'm not saying it's real or not, it's not up to me to prove it. But if you're saying that it is real, then you have to have actual proof to back up what you're saying.
Go on YouTube, the fucking space station people.
Tay, if you don't stop saying YouTube as your references, bro.
It is.
Go on YouTube.
It is, nigga.
It would be better if you reference the book, man.
Go to the fucking astronaut the website.
Reference a book at least.
Go to the website. Go to the website. You want to go in the book?
You can,
bro. You want to go in the book? You believe in the Bible?
we had one on religion, but I don't want to talk about religion or politics. This is about space and flat Earth. So, right. But I'm just saying, like, not to discredit your sources, but we all know YouTube. We can create a lot of things on YouTube, bro. Just keep it real.
You can.
So all I'm
you can't
saying is that
but you're not creating no
everything on the internet ain't real.
So
that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to discredit. I'm not trying to discredit
that. You know what I'm saying? You can't create that shit.
I'm not trying to discredit your sources. I'm gonna go on YouTube and look at a few things too, because I get a lot of information from YouTube too. But I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of our sources, we got to look at both sides of the coin. And I'm not trying to discredit you, and I don't want you to discredit me. All I'm saying is that we can have a discussion regarding this and still have an opinion and do our research on both ends, because maybe some stuff you might be saying may be a little bit true, and I need to do a little research too. So I'm not trying to say your theory is wrong, but all I'm saying is everybody that's talking, it's just theory. It's a theory because none of us have those resources to look into it, you know, as a fact.
Okay, another question from me, because you know I'm into a lot of the Black community groups and all that, and they actually consider this a meaningless topic. And I want to know, are we wasting our time by even having a conversation about flat Earth or round Earth? How do y'all feel about that?
Definitely not.
I think so. I think so.
No, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have about the world, the more powerful your mind can be.
Right. That's, and to her point, I mean, I don't think it's a waste of time because it should challenge you. You know, life is all about challenge. Feel me? And this should challenge everybody to grow, you know, on a research type level. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should think like, damn, maybe I don't know everything what I thought I knew was to be real or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go out there. Information is vital to life, because without it, you know, how are you gonna grow? So
right.
With being said, the more you continue to research certain information, the more you're gonna learn, the more you are going to grow, whether it's flat or round or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you see something more compelling to where it's round. Maybe I see something more where it's more compelling to where it's flat. All in all, going through the information is going to challenge my mind to think on a deeper level. So, with that being said, I don't think it's a waste of time.
No, I don't think any conversation. The only thing that's a waste of time is not talking at all, not having a conversation about, you know, anything. You know, and definitely conversations like this is good. It's a good thing to do because we ain't talking about the basketball game or Beyonce or Lil Wayne. It's just straight entertainment. It has no kind of substance in it. So definitely having conversations regarding the world that we live in, that we all live in as a whole, is always a good conversation to speak about, you know, and seeing different points of views and seeing how people, you know, how their perception of the world is. That's all we're having a conversation. How the perception of our world is. Is it flat to you? Is it round to you? And breaking that down is definitely a great topic. And whoever picked it gets a pat on the back.
Tay, you got something to say about that?
Actually, think about it. I think it's a great topic to think about. But for me, it's like, I think people that are all into conspiracies and they're delusional to to being realistic, you know, about certain situations. They're a little blinded, and you know what I'm saying, and not trying to like be unrealistic. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but close-minded about the situation, about everything. You know what I'm saying, about all that shit. So I think it's a great conversation to have, to point out the fact, you know what I'm saying, to see where people's minds are at and see the perception, what they think life is, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
But Tay, you have to look at it like this, bro. Everything down to our religion, down to our president, down to our music, it's a conspiracy in everything we do. period. Right. So with that being said, there's something they're not telling us in every aspect of our lives. Why is there a conspiracy in everything? There's a conspiracy about JFK. There's a conspiracy if the Russians did it. There's a conspiracy if we made it to the moon. There's a conspiracy who shot Tupac. What's going on?
Yeah. But that topic right there, there's no conspiracy because it's proven. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he's good. Hey, this motherfucker might run for president and win, straight up. I swear to God. This is the type of nigga that'll make it all the way. He see one thing, he going straight for it. I'm gonna vote for you too.
Okay. So, what's after flat Earth? What do y'all think would be a good next topic for us to get into? As for a next type of conversation.
Shit, school shootings. What's going on?
We had that one.
We talked about that. We had a show.
My bad. I wasn't part of that shit.
Neither was I. We can get back into it. It was a new shooting today, wasn't it? Actually.
Yeah.
What?
It was like
I think we should have a topic of immigrants, how people are like serving in the military, like immigrants, like Mexican Americans, and how they're able to serve, but then they're being deported. Like, I think that's real messed up.
Hey,
like, you can serve, but then
you know
get
what
deported.
was some crazy shit that I seen, man? These motherfuckers be having these like like them church homes. I forget what they call like they have like a place called like God's children or God's soldiers or something like that, and they bring up the kids.
Polygamy.
And they just be raping them like from when they start having sex with them when they like 6, and they tell them like to praise God or to be a part of their God.
You're talking about polygamy. Those are polygamy.
Nigga, that shit was on some way other shit.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Whoa.
That's just against the law. They be doing that shit in
no,
different
they
states.
were saying like basically in order to serve God or to be a part of this, you have to be one of God's soldiers. And basically they just having sex with all of them. Like they blocked off from the world and all they do is have sex and make babies starting from when they like 6 to 13 and all type of shit. Like it's just some crazy ass shit.
Hey, I asked the Muslim about that shit and he said that's this shit okay. I'm like, oh, that's what y'all think? I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, that's what goes down to the Muslim religion. That polygamy shit. Hey, I don't know.
You said Muslim?
Yeah, they believe in that shit. You go,
man. I don't think anything involving a kid is cool, man. Period.
Nah, yeah, that's some hell nah.
Nah,
that shit is crazy. That shit got me kind of hot thinking about that.
But
that's a crazy topic because it's kind of hard to separate yourself from like getting like into like some vigilante type of talk when you're dealing with adults, touching kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't just have a cool conversation with a nigga that agree with that.
But this is a whole this is a community. This is like basically
right.
A way of living. Like it's crazy shit. I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's all about the money at the end of the day.
Oh, you should probably do like a documentary on some shit like that though. Ghetto, that would be deep. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it out there and let it be known and like, like what is that called? Like how you did the reaction, like a reaction to that shit. That would be a deep one because a lot of people ain't hearing about those type of situations. I know it'll get real touchy real quick.
How perception manifests as reality. Your reality. How your perception manifests your reality.
That'd be dope.
That's a good topic.
Because I mean, from there you could go into the shit like the placebo effect and shit. You know what I'm saying? And really talk about the power of the mind, or as far as how much we can even understand it, or the true potential, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately that's where this shit, kind of boils down to. I don't know. I like to get to the root of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
true.
like to watch that power of chi, like how those people be doing that chi stuff, man. I really like to get into that.
Yeah.
Like them Shaolin monks.
See how, how the monks be doing that chi.
Yeah.
That should be kind of dope.
That's what the
How
thoughts
they
too. A
change their
lot of that
temperature.
Like
you seen them motherfuckers work, man? Them motherfuckers is real. It's like them niggas can throw a needle through a glass. Like they develop some type of meditation or some powers and or some faith that they believe in themselves so much that they can do some David Blaine type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
This motherfucker can change their temperature in their body, man. They can change the temperature in their body, and they can survive in like ice cold water, nigga. Like that's crazy.
That's through chakra. That's through your chakra meditation. So you gotta build up. You gotta build up your chakras and shit, and have them all in tune and in sync with each other in order to be able to do that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta have a different type of understanding of. You gotta have a different type of understanding of possibilities and what you can actually do, because what they taught us basically takes all our true power away from us. You know what I'm saying? Because we really got some deeper type of shit going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I ain't gonna get in all that right now. You feel me? I'll say that shit for another time.
I know that'll be a dope show though.
It would be.
Chakras. Yep. What's one thing y'all would recommend for us to come together more as a black people?
As
having
people?
these conversations and being understanding,
being like niggas, or like just as a people.
Just as a black people, something to help us improve as a people altogether, as a black people, as anybody who consider themselves to be black.
Communication. So
stop downing other black people based on their beliefs, their religion, their sexuality. Just period. We do too much of that shit to each other. So if we get over that, I think we can get over a lot of stuff as a whole. Like just stop. Even if you don't understand these people and they black, let them be. Like don't be quick to just judge them and down them. You know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy. Yeah. Like you know how like you see somebody you be like, man, this motherfucker, look at this nigga. Like, man, you don't understand. Everybody go through different shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get over that talking about people shit.
I think it's more than just what us black people are raised into. Who are we fucking like? You know what I'm saying? Like who's our mentors and what is like replicated? You know what I'm saying? As far as being black, you know what I'm saying? What the standards are for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
well,
the standards. Like when we're growing up, nigga. What are you supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? As a black person, as a black male, what are you supposed to be? What the world says, like, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? That's our mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's who we think, the rappers, you know what I'm saying? That's the standard, you know what I'm saying? And I think right. As a black culture, we get to like we're set on that, you know what I'm saying? Niggas supposed to be gangsters, you know what I'm saying? That's what our standards, you know what I'm saying? And so I think if we have more like quality and representation, like Martin Luther King, someone to show us that, that's not what we're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We could change a lot of different culture of what's coming, you know?
Yeah, I think that black people, period, not just black people, but even us just as individuals, typically we have an identity crisis going on because people don't really know themselves. People don't know who they really are. People don't know where they really came from. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's gonna be shit that's fucked up and it's gonna be disconnected, you know what I mean? But I think and I think I mentioned this the last time I spoke on your show, Harley, was, through self-awareness, you feel me? You gotta come in tune with who you are and figure out who you supposed to be. So with that, with you being more of who you are and not, you know, being an actor out here and, you know, trying to portray a certain type of image and shit, like hopefully that shit'll rub off on people, because it's a, you know, like Alexa said, communication, you know. When you talk about communication, it don't even necessarily have to be verbal communication, because deeper than verbal communication, you have vibrations and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever walk by somebody and you just kind of feel they vibe, like, ah, shit, like, nah, I can't fuck with that person. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody was more in tune with who they were and who they were supposed to be, feel me, then we wouldn't be having an identity crisis and all that shit. And we could come together and figure out how to really help each other. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that though if you don't know who the fuck you is.
I have a question. Why do we think we need to do better? You know, are we talking about just black people? Or are we talking about African Americans and Africans?
Hold on, we get to that one next. We get to that one right after Alexis speak how she feel. What do you think that we can do to be better?
You know, I gotta agree with my brother on this one. You know, like communication is the key. We don't have communication. I ain't no motherfucking mind reader. I can't read your damn mind. You know, I feel that when us African American people or black people or colored people, whatever you want to call it, when we have beef with each other, is because we don't even know what the fuck is going on, to be honest. Because there ain't no communication. It's lack of communication.
The black communication.
All right, go ahead, Tay. What you want to
Yo,
add?
it's lack of communication. So I can have a problem with you, and I don't even know you, and you try to figure out what the hell my issue is with you is. That's because we ain't got no communication.
A lot of times too, it just be like people be so interested or mad at what the next person's doing instead of just trying to do them.
Yeah,
like, it's just hate, like for no reason. Like, damn,
is everybody
doing something like, bruh, Bill Gates is doing a lot, but nobody hating on Bill Gates or Warren Buffett and those niggas. Like, you hating on people that ain't even on those type levels. Like, you looking at people that's on a level they could come and buy all the United States if they want to. Why nobody talking about these people? Why are we worried about Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Right.
All right. Hold on. Tay had a question. This is gonna be the last question before we wrap it up. What was that you asked?
I said, why do we think we need to do better? You know what I'm saying? Why do we feel that, you know, as us as a black culture, why do we feel like we need to do better? Are we doing something wrong, or are they doing something wrong?
Because Chicago, and you can't walk down LA streets with that rag on your head.
You know what I'm
saying? Nope. It's shade.
I mean, for me, I would say because I mean, hold on. I mean, he asked the question. Let me answer. I feel like it's always room for growth, and it's always a need to do better. I mean, it's not to say that whatever is bad. I mean, we know it's bad. We see it's bad with police brutality, with us being on the bottom of the financial field and all that. So of course we need to do better. But even if that didn't matter, I mean, it's not just about none of that. It's always room for growth. And to me, I feel like we should always try to do better. And those around us should be trying to do better. You know, and you should surround yourself around people who want you to do better. Because otherwise you ain't gonna never be no better than who you are today.
Good point.
Take it after that.
Good point. That was a good point.
That was a good point.
And I feel too, like, you know, doing better is something you got on mental stage. Like, me nowadays, I ain't giving no game to a nigga that ain't trying to win. Like, you know, you can have, you know, everything going on for yourself, but you think somebody gonna give you a handout. They not. They only gonna give you they only gonna assist you if you assisting yourself.
All
right.
Oh, shit.
Alexis,
yeah, well,
or go ahead, Vic, if you ready. Go ahead,
oh,
Vic.
no, go ahead. Oh, no, I was just going to say that I mean, see, part of it come from that house nigga complex. You know what I'm saying? You know, you figure, you know, like back in the days when they had slaves and shit, picking in cotton fields, and then of course you got the house nigga. Like, yeah, well, I'm doing better than them. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the people out there picking the cotton. Look at this nigga. He think he all that. You feel me? But
Right.
and so to me, and I know it started way before that because you know the history of mankind is a motherfucker. I know it started way before that, but I just wanted to get that quick, you know, little reference of point in time, which I think most people could probably relate to, as far as understanding why do people, or especially us as a black race, why we hated each other. I guess is the point that I was trying to make. I'm just using that as a point of reference.
Right. Alexis, do you remember Tay's question? Why does it matter if we do better for you?
Why does it matter what?
Why does it matter if we do better? Or if we try to, you know, do better, try to get each other to do better as a people?
I think society today, they see us downing each other, so of course they're gonna down us. So if we're spending a lot of our energy on downing each other, then we'll be ahead.
We're just trying to kill ourselves.
Yeah, we gotta stick together no matter how hard it is. Like my brother said about the cotton picking. Back in the old days, use the shit if you pick the most cotton. You know, every once in a while you'll see a white person up in there paying off their dues. But use the shit if you pick the most cotton. So if we uplift each other and show support to each other, then the rest of them gonna follow behind us. Okay, so like at the end of the day, what all you see? You see whether it's Caucasians, white, Asian, who they trying to be like? They're trying to be like us. At the end of the day, you know, you don't walk around seeing a black person trying to be Asian. They're all trying to be like us. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it's trying like us. I think it's more the fact.
I think we're more popular than everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Because black people are the first race, so they come from us.
You know why I think we need to do better?
So that they're trying to be like
We
us.
on
They
the
are.
way out. We got 1 minute left.
I think we need to do better because eventually we're gonna have a leader like to join us together. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin Luther King, someone, because right now we don't have direction right now. We have Barack Obama for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And we love that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He helped niggas together. We was with it. You know what I'm saying? We was moving in the forward direction. I don't know how much that impacted us, but there's gonna be an impact where it's gonna change shit. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully we keep doing that shit so we can, you know, get that label off of,
Cool.
you know what I'm saying? That label still on us.